Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll get started here in just a moment in a new current energy psychic investigation reading. My name is NEHRU. Thank you so much for tuning in. Feel free to let me know where you're tuning in from. Roll up the blinds a little bit so that and open a window so we can hear the confirmations a little better. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is NEHRU, and I am an extraterrestrial Earth Angel, a light worker and Gaia beacon here for the 10th and final time to the planet. And here, as in past journeys, I am here to help raise the vibration of the planet and raise the vibration of the nations that are on the planet. That is you and I. We are the nations. Okay? We are the nations. We are the world. Okay? We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start living. Okay? There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day. Just you and me. Okay? Authentic living. Thank you so much for tuning in. A couple of spiritual downloads before we get into the cards. Okay? So you are the diamond that they couldn't have or don't have and didn't deserve or don't deserve. You are the diamond that they don't deserve or didn't deserve and can't have or couldn't keep. You are the diamond. Okay? Visualization is a very powerful thing. Visualization is a very powerful thing. Okay? And one of the things that I've been visualizing, and this may help you, okay, along your journey, is visualizing certain things. So one of the things that I've been visualizing is, and this is especially for someone who's going through a separation or a divorce or trying to break karmic ties with someone. This could have been an engagement. This could have been some type of relationship, love relationship that you thought was honorable and you thought was upright, okay, but you found out that it was not, okay? So one of the visualizations that I do, okay, or have been doing today, is visualizing myself taking the ring off my ring finger, okay? In many traditions, okay, the wedding ring is worn, okay, on the left ring finger, okay? So visualize myself taking that ring off and throwing it into the water, okay, throwing it into the river, okay, separating myself from that individual. Whoever wanted to put a ring on my finger, whoever thought they were gonna put a ring on my finger, whoever thinks they're gonna put a ring on my finger, I take it off and I chuck that motherfucker into the river, okay, through visualization. All right? So again, visualization is a very powerful thing, okay? It can be to your hurt or to your help, okay? So you can be constantly stuck in karmic activity, stuck on the past, stuck on karmics, okay? And if that's all you think about, that's why you stay in that energy. If you wonder why the battle is so tough, not that it is not meant to be. It is meant to be, okay? You can only build muscle if you work out, okay? You can only build muscle if you work out, okay? That doesn't require weights necessarily, but you can only build muscle if you work out. So if you want to get stronger, the journey has to be what the journey is in order for you to become stronger, okay? So you are the diamond that they couldn't have, don't have, won't have, didn't deserve, does not deserve, okay? Eravat, as always, we invite you in, ancestors of the listeners. We invite you in, ancestors of, that includes the attorneys, that includes the judges, that includes any other lawmakers, politicians, okay, FBI, CIA, DEA, Interpol, okay, RCMP, okay, whoever, local sheriffs, whoever's watching, or whoever will see this today or at some point in time in the future. Okay, we invite the truth in to confirm their cases so that they can move forward and close out more of them. Okay, thank you so much. We invite the Ascended Masters in. We invite the Sanhedrin Council in. We invite the Galactic Federation in. We invite the Council of Light in, okay, to help us confirm whatever it is that the investigators are needing to confirm at this time. Again, this channel was created for investigators, okay? Thank you so much for listening, collective. Thank you so much for those of you who have subscribed. Let's go ahead and get into it. We'll start out with an Egyptian deity card, okay? Egyptian deity. In the last live, we had Hathor for intelligence, the number 14, okay? Hathor, okay? This time around, okay? We have Satet for fruitfulness, the number 27, okay? Satet for fruitfulness, the number 27. You could be 27. You could be turning 27 this year. You could have been birthed on the 27th, 11/27, okay? Robin Givens, 11/27. Denise Golden Santos. Any of those names could resonate for you. 11/27. Okay? Do I know any other 27th birthdays? No, not that I can recall. Okay? So, could be something about 1972 as well. Okay, 1972. You could be a life path 2 or life path 7. Okay? You could be a life path 9 as well. Okay? Again, thank you so much for your energy, Satet, and all that you will help us to reveal, all of the fruitfulness that you are bringing to us because of our faithfulness, okay, in whatever way that is. Everybody likes to focus on money, but it could be opportunity as well, okay, professional opportunity, all right? So, Hathor and Satet, all right? We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, okay? The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So something's not working. Something's not fruitful. Something is not fruitful. We'll find out what that is, okay? Divine Source, what is not fruitful? What is not fruitful? Okay? On top of the 4 stacks, before we get into them, we have baby boomers. We have She Is Not Your Mother. We have The Judge Knows the Truth. And we have Peanut Butter and Jelly, okay? You could have made peanut butter and jelly for your kids this morning. You could be making peanut butter and jelly right now for your kids' lunch, okay? That also speaks to someone who can only afford peanut butter and jelly, okay? With this 9 of Pentacles in reverse, okay? They might have to return to you all the money that they stole. And when I say return to you, I mean whatever they still have, okay? Whatever they still have. When I said that, the Ace of Pentacles popped out. When I said that, the Ace of Pentacles popped out. And it is sideways, okay? So again, not quite in your prosperous 3D journey yet. Not quite in your 3D prosperous journey yet. Something's still being held up. Something's still being held back. Someone's not speaking up. Someone is not coming forward, whether that is a judge, an attorney, a CIA agent, an FBI agent, a police officer. Someone is still not coming forward with their sorry stank ass, okay? Then we have the 2 of Swords, okay? So 2 of Swords, contemplation, and a decision that needs to be made. So when you get this contract, when you get this information, when this lover comes toward, or romantic offer comes towards you or whatever, there will be a decision to be made. You could be stuck in between. Do I leave him or her? Do I go? Do I stay? Do I go? Sirens. So someone's wondering, do I stay or do I go? Okay? 99.999999 to infinity forever percent of the time, the answer is absolutely you need to leave. If you already believe that you need to leave, you need to leave. Okay? I don't understand why motherfuckers have to be on fire before they leave. What are you waiting for? Okay? So again, so far we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles sideways, and the Two of Swords sideways. Again, someone could be contemplating coming towards you with the truth, okay? That Two of Swords card, she is facing me as she is sideways, okay? So someone could be needing to come to you with something, some information about some money, something else. Most High Air about. What else do we have? Okay. We have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. Okay. And again, that represents a completion. Okay. And that is crossways landing on, diagonally landing or touching both the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So a bridge, okay, a bridge, okay, a bridge. The truth is the bridge to your prosperity. The truth is the bridge to your prosperity. Your authenticity is the truth to your prosperity. If someone's like, you shouldn't do that job, artists never make money, artists always end up broke, artists stay broke, there are millions of people the world over who can prove them wrong, that artists don't stay broke, okay? Millions of people the world over. Okay? So follow your intuition and do what you know is best for you. Confirmation book. Oh, we have a lot of tarot on the floor. Okay? So we have conflict. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords. And we have the Star in reverse. We have the Fool card in reverse. So there is someone out here, this could be a celebrity, okay? A worldwide well-known celebrity, local celebrity, what have you, okay? Thank you so much for the like. There is some well-known individual out here, okay, who is a fool in reverse, okay? And, yeah, they're losing, okay? With this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, they are losing, okay? Dealing with conflict, okay? And we have the Queen of Swords in the upright, okay? So that's you, collective. That's you, truth tellers, investigators. That is you. Hello, JP. What's going on? Hello, hello. All right. So that's you with the Queen of Swords energy, collective. Okay. Page of Swords. Something that is not known, a truth that is not known yet, or a truth that is not confirmed yet, or the end of the story, okay? The end of the book, whatever that happens to be, spiritually speaking, okay, is not known as far as the 3D is concerned, okay? All right, go ahead and get the last stack of tarot here, and yeah, okay. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Two of Wands and the Knight of Swords in reverse, okay? And these landed on the Page of Swords. So someone trying to do something to you, to end your life with this Knight of Swords energy, and it didn't work, okay? You could have seen this coming. Your ancestors could have pointed this out to you, okay? They could have shown you, okay? They could have not been able to find you at the time when they were trying to do this. One of the songs that I've been listening to today specifically is Tupac Shakur's Can't See Me, okay? Can't See Me, okay? Right between the eyes, and you'll never visualize. Right between the eyes, you won't even visualize. Visualize what you can't see, okay? Okay? Words like a penitentiary dick, hitting bitches when it's most needed. Okay? My words are like a penitentiary dick, hitting bitches when it's most needed. Alizé and weed to my thug niggas on lockdown, witness me. Okay? By the way, anybody and everybody can be a nigga. It's an ignorant person. There are Vietnamese niggas right here where I am. There are Japanese niggas. There are Korean niggas. There are Caucasian niggas. There are German niggas. There are Hispanic niggas. There are Mexican niggas. There are Panamanian niggas. There are Venezuelan niggas. There are niggas everywhere, okay? Because it's an ignorance, okay? It's not a skin tone. It's an ignorance, okay? There are Caucasian ignorant asses, okay, in America, in politics, including Donald Trump, okay, with his ass supporting shit that is not true, okay, supporting shit that is not true. He supports things just because he came up with it or just because he instituted it. He supports it even though he realizes it's not true. Like the Renee Nicole Good case in Minnesota. Confirmation. Okay? He supports ICE activities. Okay? Do you know? Let me read something to you for a moment. And again, I have nothing against Donald Trump specifically. Okay? I have something against his actions. Okay? And not all of them, but some of them. Okay? Listen to this. Okay? I was asking a question. I'm going to read my question to you actually. Okay? Here's my question. Listen up, everyone. Okay? If 10 civilians are arrested for drug charges and 10 government officials are arrested for the same charges, what percentage on average of government officials are imprisoned for the equal amount of time as the civilian? Okay? You got the question? Okay? Here's the answer. Based on general sentencing trends and studies of judicial discretion, there is no fixed universal percentage in many jurisdictions. Government officials often receive significantly different and lighter sentences compared to civilians for similar drug charges, rather than equal time. Okay? While the specific uniform statistic for this scenario that I'm asking about does not exist, okay? Statistics they do have, but they're just AI just can't pull them up. Here are key factors affecting the outcome, okay? Mitigating circumstances. Government officials often have access to better legal representation and may use their services to the community as a mitigating factor in sentencing rather than serving jail time, okay? Sentencing disparity. Studies indicate for similar crimes, including drug offenses, sentencing can vary widely and officials are more likely to receive probation or lighter sentences than civilians, okay? Mandatory minimum versus discretion. Although mandatory minimum sentences are designed to ensure consistent sentencing, okay, they are frequently circumvented through plea bargains, which can be easier to secure for individuals with higher social standing. That should not be the fucking case. OJ's ass should have been in jail the entire time he was living from 1995 until the time he died. His ass should have been in jail. Okay? Data trends. In some contexts, while 96.5% of individuals are sentenced to prison for drug trafficking, the length of that time varies with high likelihoods of officials having to serve less than the average civilian. Okay? So why is that? Okay? Also, I was looking into something that is called the Supremacy Clause. Okay? The Supremacy Clause. Listen to this. Okay? The Supremacy Clause. Let me ask this question, okay? What is the Supreme Clause immunity? Okay? Listen to this, collective. Listen to this. If you are in the United States, someone commented on the video, I'm getting out of the United States. Someone's like, I'm getting out of here, right? And again, I can absolutely understand why. I don't know if I'll ever live in the U.S. again at this point in time. I don't know. Okay? Supreme Court clause immunity is a legal doctrine protecting federal officials. Civilians do not have this protection. Do not have this protection. So government officials, they have more laws that protect them for doing crimes and serving time than you and I, civilians. I served 8 years in the United States fucking Army, okay, protecting freedoms, okay, of which the many of the people I will never meet. But I don't have these rights. I can't claim supremacy clause immunity. I can't do that because I'm not a government official, okay? Is a legal doctrine protecting federal officials from state prosecution when they are acting within reasonable scope of their official duties. Supremacy clause, okay, which establishes federal law as supreme, while federal law generally preempts conflicting state laws. This immunity specifically shields federal agents like ICE from state interference when carrying out federal mandates, preventing states from undermining federal operations, though it does not grant absolute exemption for unlawful or egregious acts. And in fact, more than likely, it does. They say it doesn't, but it does, okay? Jonathan Ross will probably never serve any time, will never be put on administrative leave. Jonathan will probably not be fired. That's the individual who shot Renee, okay? That individual will never serve time. They will never go to prison. They will not have to relinquish their badge and their gun. They will not be unemployed. They'll probably go on and continue to serve. Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you tuning in, Daniel. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right. So there is a double standard when it comes to, in the U.S. and in most states, countries, okay? There is a double standard when it comes to federal officials, federal employees, okay? And you and I. So regular civilians. I shouldn't say you and I, because there are agents in that who listen to you and I, civilian. There's a double standard. Okay? Why is that? And again, I asked Trump, because he's the one who's in office now. Why is that, Trump? Why is that, Kash Patel? Why is that? Okay? Other FBI directors, CIA directors. Why is that? Okay? You think it's fair to have a double standard for me not to have the same legal legal representation that you do? You think it's fair that you have a loophole, and that is a loophole? Okay? Supreme Clause immunity is a loophole for officials to do fucked up shit to you and get away with it, civilian. So they can shoot you, gun you down, and then avoid state prosecution. They can do that. And again, that's probably what's going to happen in regards to Jonathan Ross. He's probably never going to serve time. Never. Okay? Your tax dollars pays that motherfucker's paycheck. Yes, it does. Okay? He will probably never serve time. Even though video evidence could show that she was driving away, pulling away, the tires were pointed away from him, whatever that is. Okay? He could have PTSD from a time before when he got hit with a vehicle. Okay? And he just reacted. Okay? I wonder if that'll be brought up in court, if he even goes to court. Okay? I can't stand I can't stand inequality. I cannot stand that shit. I cannot stand that. That's why racism gets me lit. I cannot stand that shit. I cannot stand inequality whatsoever. You treat the janitor the same way you do the CEO. The custodian the same way you do the CEO. The chairman. You treat them the same. I cannot stand that shit. So, again, there's a judge out here that knows the truth, okay? We have baby boomers. She is not your mother. And peanut butter. And jelly. Okay? Divine Source, thank you so much. First, we have Great Lakes and winter. It is the winter time in the Great Lakes in the United States of America. Okay? And it is frozen over most likely. Great Lakes, all of the lakes are frozen over perhaps. Okay? Great Lakes, Michigan, Wisconsin, Illinois. Okay? Great Lakes. Okay? There's also a Navy base, or was a naval base in the Great Lakes, around the Great Lakes area. Okay? I don't know if it's still there. Okay? Navy, winter. Okay? Something happening now. That's on the Page of Swords. Okay? So again, some unfinished chapter because you're waiting on news, collective. Some unfinished chapter in your journey because you're waiting on news. We have the name Angelina and Jolie. Angelina and Jolie. We're going to look up Angelina's name for synchronicities to help the investigators with synchronicities. Okay? So there could be Angelina Jolie could be born on the same date as a criminal or as a victim. Okay? The city and state where she was born, investigators, that could be a part of your case. Let's go ahead and take a look at Angelina Jolie. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. I know it's early morning for most of you. Okay? Angelina Jolie Voigt. Okay? Angelina. So Angelina, Angela, Angelique. I think that name came out in the last reading also. Angela, Angelique for some reason. Okay? Oh, I think it was on the card. Okay? So born 6/4. Investigators, 6/4, June 4th, 1975. She is currently 51 in her, or 50 in her 51st year. 50 in her 51st year. Other names, Angelina Jolie Pitt. Okay, born in Los Angeles. To live and die in LA is the place to. I've been Tupac all day. Okay, Tupac. Okay, spouses for synchronicities, Johnny Lee Miller, Billy Bob Thornton, and Bradley Pitt. Okay, parents are John and Marcelin, however you say that. Okay, Bertrand. Okay, Bertrand. Okay, Angelina Jolie. 6'4", 75. 6'4", 75. Okay? I actually thought she was much older than me. She's younger than I am, but I thought she was older than I am. Okay? So, hello. Thank you so much for tuning in, Samuel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you being a part of the energy this morning. Okay? Or evening, wherever it is for you, afternoon. Okay? We have the name Luis. Could be Louis. Luis. Louis. Okay? Jolie could be Julie. Okay? Those could be two separate names. Okay? Angelica, Julie. Angelica and Julie. Luis on one side of the Ace of Pentacles, and we have Sigmund Freud. Okay? So someone is a doctor, philosopher. Someone is a therapist. I'll say therapist. Okay? Someone is a therapist. Cumberland County could be significant. Okay? Cumberland County. Nigeria. Nigeria. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay? Thank you so much for tuning in. All right? So, Sigmund Freud, okay? Someone is a doctor, therapist, okay? Counselor. They have a doctorate degree. Okay, that could be Luis, by the way. Okay. We have Maurice. Okay. Queen of Swords energy, Maurice. All right. Next, we have local police are hiding information. Local police are hiding information. So, FBI agents, are you going to allow them also? Oh, they're not federal agents, I guess. They're state employees. But anyway, are they going to have a loophole? Agents, are they going to have a loophole too? Police officers to shoot and kill whoever they want to? Like Jonathan Ross, are they going to have, do they have a free ticket too? Okay. This is psychic investigations, okay? All right? So if you are unfamiliar with spirituality, what I am saying may sound very foreign to you, okay? Unless you're asking the question and you're just being a dumbass and you really know what it's about and you're trying to gaslight me, okay? Again, it's not gonna work, okay? And my ancestors will whoop your ass, Samuel, okay? You saw the title of the channel. What the fuck do you think it's about? What do you think it's about? We have conflict, okay? Yeah, conflict, okay? Time for a divorce. I hope you do, okay? I hope you do. Because I'm an ascended master and esoteric guide, an extraterrestrial. I got the pictures in the post on this channel. Go take your ass over there and take a look at that extraterrestrial post of me. My ancestors took that fucking picture. You want to say something smart or act like a dumbass? Okay. This is a place where bullshit is not dealt with. It is just removed. We don't put up with it. We just remove it. Okay? Confirmation horn honk. We just remove it. Somebody needs to get a divorce. We got that energy out here again. Okay? The name Matthew. Okay? Matthew. Could be Matthews. Matthews. It's all good. Okay? It's all good. If it was truly innocent and genuine, it's all good. Okay? It's all good. We have the Nine of Pentacles, and again, as a reminder, collective and investigators, this came out in reverse, okay? So someone's losing money, okay, and has no more money. They could have been stealing your money, gambling with it, riding with it, vacationing with it, buying houses with it, shopping with it, clothes, wardrobe. I said Navy, and there it is. Okay, but the part that the message that's showing up, face up, is Lavina was killed by a higher ranking NCO, enlisted soldier. Okay, Lavina Lynn Johnson. Confirmation. Lavina Lynn Johnson was killed by a non-commissioned officer of the United States Army. Private First Class Johnson was murdered in 2005 by a non-commissioned officer in the United States Army. Again, I served 95 to 2003. Lavina and her ancestors will not let this die. Okay? Like the military let her, okay? Like her NCOs let her, okay? They will not let this die until the truth comes out, okay? We have the names Caden, Amaya, and Freya. Caden, Amaya, and Freya. Okay. There's someone in this energy. And they are a subscriber. Confirmation. They are a subscriber. I'm not going to mention their name. But I haven't heard from them in several lives, okay? And so they've been in my spirit. I hope they're doing well. Okay? Caden, Amaya, and Freya. Okay? On the other side of the Fool card, we have a demonic reptile energy. A demonic reptile, that is Satan, that is Apophis, that is a Pep, that is the devil, okay? That is a serpent, okay? Divine source remove their legs. Okay? Demonic reptile energy, return to sender, return to sender, return to sender. Next, looking at retiring early. So when this Ace of Pentacles come in, collective, it already came out here. When this Ace of Pentacles comes in, okay, you could be able to retire early, okay? Whatever early is for you, it might be 10 years early, 20 years early, whatever, okay? Early. Whatever age you had planned on retiring before you came into the knowledge of you having a trust fund, you having this hidden bank account, someone taking a life insurance policy out on you, whatever this happens to be, okay? Someone's going to be able to retire early. Okay. On the Ten of Wands, okay, we have the laundromat is a cover-up, investigators. There's a laundromat out here that is a cover-up somewhere in the world, okay? And if it's coming out here, then there's somebody who's watching who knows this or should know it. Okay? Bom dia, okay? Good morning. This is bom dia. This is Portuguese for good morning. Bom dia. Bom dia. Okay? So good morning, everyone. Good morning. Okay? Something about the morning. Something could happen in the morning. Okay? Like tomorrow morning. Okay? This morning. Two of Wands. Okay? It's best to view the world from a distance. Okay? It's best to view the three. What country are you in, Samuel? Something about the crossroads. Meet me at the crossroads. Okay? Bone thugs and harmony. Bone thugs and harmony. There could be thugs that are boning each other. Bone thugs in harmony. They are in harmony. Homosexual men. Bone thugs in harmony. Okay? I'm going to have to go out into the hallway and ask someone to stop slamming the door. They do that every night, every evening. They slam the doors. Thank you so much for the love. What's going on, Omega? Shout out to you. Yep. Ra. Oh, you said you were in Nigeria before. I apologize. I didn't commit that to memory. Okay. Ra. Okay. So Ra is here. Thank you, Ra. for exposing. Okay. Give me just one moment. Hello. Someone slamming the door? Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So thank you so much, Ra, for exposing. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure, Samuel. I'm not sure how to. Yeah, I can't advise on how to get out of Nigeria. If you have a passport, I don't know. Nigeria is, from what I do understand, a hostile kind of country. So they may not be, whoever, if it's a dictator, okay? If it's a dictator or it's run like a communist country, if it's run like North Korea, okay? Or Russia, the old Russia, okay? If it's run like that, then there's a possibility that, I don't know, they make it difficult for you to leave on purpose, okay? One love, Omega, one love, okay? So, yeah, I can't advise you on how to get out of Nigeria. Again, typically in most countries on this planet, if you have a passport, you can travel. So I don't know if you have a passport and they are preventing you from traveling. You can answer that if you would like. All right. So we have monsoon on the way. Okay, this monsoon could be in the way of employment. This monsoon could be in the way of your inheritance. This monsoon could be in the way of physically, a rain, a blizzard, some type of monsoon. Okay. Also, I'm seeing orbs. Okay. In the video, I'm seeing orbs in the video. Okay. Fairy energy. Fairy energy. Okay. Yep. Spaceship for sure. Spaceship for sure. Okay. I was spending time today with an extraterrestrial being in the middle of a field. Okay. Through my esoteric travels and my third eye. It was a being in the middle of a field. Okay. And I was spending time with them. Okay. They had a gold ring kind of like around this area of their head. They had a gold ring kind of thing. Okay. So, Samuel, what prevents you from leaving your country? Okay. We have the Two of Swords that came out sideways. This is why. Okay. So there could be the fallen divine partner that wants to come back and tell you something. They want to, I don't know, clear the slate, confirmation burp. Okay. They want to clear the slate. They want to, whatever, tell you the truth. Okay. If that's in regards to me, her dumb ass can reach out to me if she wants to. She'd have to send me a message through one of her authentic accounts. Okay. I won't accept some stupid ass secondhand or third party message. Okay. That shit's not happening. Okay. So whoever they are, okay, there are several past lovers, whoever they are, okay, they can reach out to me if they want to. Okay. This could be friends, family, so-called family. Okay. Yeah. All right. So they can reach out to me if they want to. Again, my first wife, who Kevin the Warlock took when I was in the military, I grew up thinking he was my father. And when I got sent to Germany while serving in the military, she was still stateside. And he convinced his women, because he's a polygamist, he convinced his women to take her from me. And she went along with it. And she joined his coven, his cult, in 1998. And she's been a part of it ever since. My first wife left me for the man I grew up believing was my father until I realized he wasn't. True story. True story. Her brother, whose name is Keith, contacted me on Instagram 2 days ago. I answered his question, okay? Because he asked me some stupid ass question about where were you? Wasn't your father molesting, or where were you when your father was molesting? Where were you when this was going on? I said, first of all, he's not my father. And second of all, I was in the military, and your dumbass sister, I told him, I said, your dumbass sister left me for him. I said, he's not my father. He murdered my father in 1974. I haven't heard from Keith since. Deuces, motherfucker. Deuces. Don't come at me with bullshit. I'll shoot you down like you a fucking deer. Shit don't work on me. You better come up with some better questions. You better come up with some better questions, okay? FBI, you better come up with some better questions, okay? Last card. Oh no, we have a couple more actually. Okay, so we have now is not the time to be silent. Okay. Oh yeah, Omega. Oh yeah. I'm glad her stupid lazy ass. The whole time we were married, granted we were only married and physically in each other's presence for 2 years. Okay, and I still flew back on emergency leave from Germany, begging her to come back to me. Standing in his house, begging her to come back to me. That's when I was still in communication with him. He, if he's not dead, he's currently serving a 40 to 60 year prison sentence in Saginaw, Michigan. Go look up Kevin Thomas, Saginaw Prison, Saginaw, Michigan. Go look it up and then read about his charges. One of the main charges was for getting a 15-year-old pregnant in 2009. A 15-year-old pregnant in 2009. My journey is for a demonstration, because I'm this. My journey is for a demonstration. It came out in reverse for the low vibrational ass motherfuckers who thought they were going to live off your energy collective, okay? All right? But like you said, Omega, it's all for my good. And that's one of my favorite declarations. That's one of my favorite messages to speak, subliminal messages to think about. It's all working out for my good. It's all working out for my good, and it truly is. On the other side of now is not the time to be silent, we have Kendra, Kiss, and Kendrick. Ken, Kenneth, Kent. Okay? Knights in Satan's service. Kiss. Knights in Satan's service. Keep it simple, stupid. Someone could want to kiss you. This individual, whoever the fallen partner is, we have fallen divine partner out here, they might miss your kisses. And there's no might to it, okay? Because a karmic is definitely going to miss your high vibrational energy when you leave, collective. Investigators, judge, attorney. A low vibrational energy is definitely going to miss your high vibrational energy when you leave. No doubt about it. Okay? So it's not a question of if they miss your kisses. Okay? It's a guarantee that they miss them. Okay? Let's go ahead and grab Satet. Again, for those of you who are not in, for the beginning of the live, we pulled Egyptian deities and we got Satet for fruitfulness. Fruitfulness. So we're going to go ahead and see what Satet has for us in regards to fruitfulness. Investigators, pay attention to the synchronicities as always. Somebody gained 50 pounds due to the backfires, okay, the witchcraft they sent to you that became backfires. Somebody has gained 50 plus pounds. They need a whole new wardrobe now, and not for the good reasons. They need a wardrobe now, new wardrobe now, and not for the good reasons, okay? So someone went from 130 to 180. Someone went from 150 to 200. Somebody went from 180 to 230, okay? Somebody is getting fat because of the backfires, okay? We have deja vu again. Okay, something about deja vu. You've been here before. You've seen this before. This is not your first lifetime. You've been here before. Okay, we have new collaborations. We have life elsewhere. Okay, life outside of the place where you currently live. That's what this means. Life elsewhere. This also could mean extraterrestrial life elsewhere. Okay, on other planets. Don't ever think the government is telling you about all of their space experiments, all of their discoveries. Don't ever think they're telling you everything. Again, I don't understand that. I really, really don't. I don't understand equality, and I don't understand secrets. I don't understand that. That's just me. Yeah, life elsewhere. Okay, tap into it. Okay, the name Christopher. Okay, Christopher. Okay, female version of the name is Christina, Christine. Okay, so we're going to take Satet for fruitfulness. This is the number 27. Again, you could be a life path 2, a life path 7. I know 2 individuals this lifetime born on 11/27, Robin Givens, the actress, and one of Kevin's low vibrational ass women, almost said bitches, okay? One of his women, Denise Golden Santos. Okay? Oh, Divine just reminded me of something. Divine just reminded me of something. Divine just reminded me of something. Oh, shit. Divine just reminded me of something. Do you know, listen to my story, collective. Listen to my story. And I don't mean listen to my story like listen to me. I mean listen to my story for synchronicities, and so that it helps you to look back on your life and see just see the connections. Okay, so I mentioned my first wife's brother contacting me, and I said his name is Keith. Okay? So Judy had a son whose name is Keith, and supposedly he died from sudden infant death syndrome. Judy is the woman who raised me, okay? Or at least in part, okay, until I was 11. Then I moved with Kevin, the Warlock. Oh, Christopher's your grandfather? Oh, your uncle. I thought that said grandfather when I gazed over there. It says Christopher. So there's something about a grandfather. But Keith, my first wife's brother, again, she left me for the man I thought was my father. Him and Denise, the woman born on 11/27, other than Robin Givens that I know of, they dated each other in high school. Yes, yes. Divine just reminded me of that. So the woman that I married in 1996, her brother dated one of Kevin's concubines in high school. Talk about the crazy ass woven connections and all that bullshit that goes on. Talk about that. Me and Denise are like 8 or 9 years apart. She's older than I am. That's crazy. That's crazy. Divine just brought that back to me. Wow. Wow. Yeah, baby. You know it. Right here, baby. Right here. You know it. Yeah, that's wild, Omega. That is wild. I just remembered that. Just remembered that. Denise and Keith dated in high school in the early 80s. Baby. Yeah. Okay. So Satet is revealing anointed and rando. Okay. Randy, Randall, Randell. Okay. Whoa, that was a good memory. That was a good one. That was a good one for synchronicity. Thank you so much, Aravat. That was a good one. What else do you have for us, Satet? Okay. We have a Ouija board, witchcraft, and a warlock. And we have Chow, or Chile, okay? So TLC, T-Boz, Left Eye, and Chile. Chile could be the country, okay? Or someone could be saying, child, please, okay? Child, please. Someone could say that all the time, okay? Child, please. Ouija board, witchcraft, and a warlock. Confirmation Hornhawks, okay? We have the Secret Society Wolf's Head out here. The Secret Society Wolf's Head. Another government controlling entity. Another government controlling entity. Secret Society Wolf's Head. Okay? Next. Divine reveals a bald male. Okay, I am. Right? But this is someone else. Okay? A bald male. Okay? Looking at coronary heart disease. Coronary heart disease. That could be the end result of the individual who ends up gaining 50 plus pounds because of the backfires, them sending witchcraft towards you, hatred towards you. Do you know how easy it is to send witchcraft towards someone? I haven't mentioned this in a minute. Do you know how easy it is to send witchcraft towards someone? You could be sitting there thinking about someone and just be looking at them at work, wherever, in the house, at the store, and you could just be like, oh, I can't stand him. I can't stand her. Why they think they this? They think they that. Why they did that right there, as simple as it is witchcraft. That is witchcraft. Yeah. That simple. So imagine if something that simple is witchcraft, imagine all the shit that karmic ass people have piled up in one lifetime. That's a heap. That's a heap. Okay? So this bald male could be a part of Wolf's Head Secret Society. Okay? This bald male could be a warlock who uses a Ouija board. Okay? This bald male could be in Chile. This bald male could use the name, could say child please. This bald male's name could be Randy, Randall, Randell. Okay? This bald male, his name could be Christopher. We have Christopher out here. Okay? Satet, what next do you have for us? What are we doing with time? 8:02. Okay, we're going to get ready to close it out. We're looking at Libya and Lebanon investigators. Libya and Lebanon. Okay? So again, not everything resonates for your journey, collective. Some of it is global news, worldwide type of news. Okay? So we have Libya and Lebanon. Okay? That is on one side of Z. Okay? Zuleika, Zinger, Zane, Zebra, Zoo, Zoologist, Xerxes. Okay? Zipper. Okay? So, something about these countries and this energy. Okay? Someone could have fled to those countries. Okay? Again, we have Terry, Aaron, and Terry out here. Those names come out here often. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and tie it up here in a moment. All right? We're going to pull some angel numbers for synchronicities for your cases, investigators. Again, check the Gregorian calendar date for the synchronicities that come out here with that. Okay? Check the Gregorian calendar. Okay? Oh, we having one more card over here. We got one more way over yonder. Way over yonder. Okay? So we have broke on one side. And again, this Knight of Swords came out in reverse. Okay? And we have a $50,000 deposit. Okay? So we have broke and a $50,000 deposit. So you could get a $50,000 deposit as some type of installment, okay, for what you've gone through or what is owed to you, okay? Someone could have received $50,000 to take you out, to do witchcraft, okay? If there's a low vibrational witchcraft worker or voodoo priest or something like that, they could have received up to $50,000. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and close it out. If you have any questions, feel free to ask those at this time. Okay. I am going to get ready for an esoteric conversation. I'm looking forward to that conversation. Okay. If you would like to schedule a free esoteric conversation, you can do that by sending an email to me at nehrupatah, NEHRUPTAH @gmail. Okay, and we can get that scheduled. Okay, a free esoteric conversation. I do not do free tarot readings. I do not do tarot readings, period. Okay, these are not even tarot readings. Okay, so Divine Source, Eravat. Okay, on top of the stack, we have racial issues, healer, chamomile, and an intervention. Racial issues, a healer, chamomile, and an intervention. Synchronicities, synchronicities. We have 666. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for your love. Thank you so much for your likes. We have 1331. Okay, 666 and 1331 and 2112. Okay, so investigators, the 212th day of the year on the Gregorian calendar, the 112th day of the year on the Gregorian calendar, okay, the 66th day on the calendar, the 133rd day of the year on the calendar, the 331st day of the year on the calendar. The 331st day of the year on the calendar is 11/27. We got 27 out here for Satet. I named 2 individuals a couple of times who were born on 11/27. Now we have the 331st day of the year. That is 11/27. I only know that because I was born on the 333rd day of the year, the 333 day, which is 11/29, Satet. So this 27th is significant. 11/27 is significant. Okay? All right, so we have 666 for reflect, okay? Several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. This is a chance to reevaluate your identity, okay? So when you start living your conscious spiritual journey, okay, meditating, spending time out in nature, removing what no longer serves you, cutting karmic ties, okay? And however you do that, cleansing your energy on the daily basis. I burn sage, okay? These are sage incense. I burn sage, I couldn't even tell you how many times a day, constantly, okay? Also, even recently, I've picked up even my water intake, okay? So now I'm closer to 3 liters of water a day. That's 100 ounces of water. That's 100 ounces of water. 3 liters is 100 ounces of water. Okay? I am a kidney transplant recipient due to witchcraft done by a warlock, the same one that took my first wife. Okay? You need a mental shift toward greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. Put your faith in your gut, it says, in your intuition and inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person. Again, visualization is an extremely powerful thing. Again, one of the visualizations that I've done, including today, by removing love offers and all that bullshit, is me imagining myself taking off the ring, okay, from the ring finger on the left hand and throwing that motherfucker in the water, okay? That is a no, okay? That is a no, okay? We have 2112 for it's up to you. Even if it seems like you're not making any meaningful progress, okay? Things are moving in the right direction. If you see this number, it's a sign that everything will work out in your favor and your dreams will come true soon. I wish they didn't put the word soon on here because it brings a certain amount of energy. Okay? When an oracle or a tarot reader is a low vibrational individual. Okay? An oracle is someone who has ascended. Okay? To divine masculine or divine feminine status. Okay? I do not like the word soon. I do not like when oracles or tarot readers give dates. I do not like that. Why? Because it comes with a certain level of energy and a certain expectation. And often, because there are 8.4 billion people on this planet currently, that does not happen. Okay? So, again, there are certain things, certain words that you should ignore. Okay? And again, I wish they didn't put the word soon in here because soon could mean 5 years from now, unfortunately, collective. It really could. It really could. Okay? So, we just have to endure the journey. Okay? We have 1331. Okay? Also, investigators, what's the 133rd day of the year? What is that in the Gregorian calendar? Okay? Good fortune. Okay? Have faith in your skills. So faith is mentioned twice amongst these three angel number cards. Faith is mentioned twice. Have faith in your skills and talents as they are a tool that can provide you with a bright future. Okay? A piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or a comforting message is on its way. Everything will work out in your favor. And that is the same thing. Everything will work out in your favor. And then we have your dreams will come true soon. Everything will work out in your favor and your dreams will come true. I'm not going to say the word soon. Your dreams will come true eventually. Eventually. If you stay the course. Stay faithful to yourself. Most importantly, stay faithful to divine source. Okay? Along your journey. Thank you so much as always for tuning in. Again, my name is NEHRU. I am an extraterrestrial, an earth angel, and a light worker, born again on the 333rd day of the year, kidney transplant after 4.5 years of dialysis due to witchcraft received on 7/7/17. Also healed myself of seizures at the age of 8. When I was born this lifetime, the umbilical cord was wrapped around my neck and my left arm. Okay? From the beginning, the enemy did not want me to speak, did not want me to work, did not want me to do anything. The enemy wanted me destitute from the beginning. But guess what? Here we are, big, bad, and bold as shit, motherfuckers. Right, collective? Right, upright investigators, right, upright judges, right, upright attorneys. Okay? Thank you so much as always for tuning in, and be encouraged.